Hi everyone, just a little note before we start here. I'm not into making YouTube videos for money. If I was, I would not use music that makes me ineligible for monetization because it's copyrighted. And I'd also be selling the equipment. Diving Sports hooks me up to review. I wouldn't be giving it away. I make these videos out of pure passion, love, and to try to raise some awareness for conservation. I've been teaching industrial safety for the last 8.5 years. People come to my classroom and I teach them how to enter confined spaces, work at heights, rig for cranes, etc. I feel like the classroom is somewhere where you can make a big difference in people's lives. I'm very passionate at what I do, and I love teaching, I love training, and I love educating. These charters with Diving Sports are going to be very much the same. We'll take people out to the ocean and teach them how to harvest responsibly and make the right choices before they pull that trigger. Educate them on the best practices. I feel like most people would make the right choices when they're out there harvesting if they knew the impact the actions they're having has on the environment, the aquatic ecosystem that they're surrounded by. The more people that are knowledgeable when they're out there, the better off we'll all be. These charters, we don't expect to make much money. Actually, if it pays for the trip and our expenses, that's awesome. If we put a bit of extra coin away, even better. Might help subsidize some of the camera and editing software I pay for. Don't feel like you have to come on one of these charters to hit me up though. Phone me, email me, text me, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. If you have any questions regarding harvesting, more than happy to share my knowledge and information. Throughout the winter, if I ever have some free time, I'm going to start to make harvesting 101 videos. I'm going to start off with lingcod, work my way down to rockfish and greenling. I want everyone to have that information. I don't want people to have to pay for it, again, because it all helps the environment out and all us harvesters out at the same time. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, here's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Just wanted to clear the air and let y'all know that I don't condone exploiting the ocean. There's enough people doing that already. I don't want to be a hypocrite, so just wanted y'all to know where this charter is coming from. All right, thanks, peace. Here you go. On the ferry again, heading back to Nanaimo. Finished a week at work. Tomorrow might spend some time with the family. If possible, I'll make it down to the river. On Monday is going to be the dive day, the real dedicated dive day. Heading out to the Vancouver Island West Coast with Malik, Ashraf, Natasha, her husband, and Clayton, Aquatic Monkey. He's joining again. We are taking a boat out to some new coastline and try to find some fish. The limits are pretty generous there too. And Tuesday, probably just relax, spend some time at the beach, and head back to the mainland. Ferry captain just said there was some humpback whales southbound coming from Nanaimo, so we're heading northbound right now. Hopefully see some humpbacks. Taking the ferry every week is getting old, but these views aren't. People pay good money to watch whales. It's important to count your blessings and look on the bright side. I was hoping for a nice sunset, but we got hit with a powerful squall instead. Intense winds hit the vessel with so much force, they had to close the outer decks. I got a few shots in before I heard an announcement telling me to get inside. Yesterday, I didn't make it out to the river. I was too busy unpacking and shopping and getting our house ready. But today, we are gonna go diving, hitting the west coast. We're driving out to Bamfield. Ashraf rented another boat, so we get a boat dive in the works. Super stoked. Gonna be the same crew as last weekend. Don't worry, Ashraf, I'm here early. Last time I was about 30 seconds late, and Prince Ashraf was a little offended, so sorry, man. Never happen again, I promise. They should be here soon. I'm picking up Ashraf and Clayton. Thank God they're not waiting for me, though.
Go, buddy.
Yo, how you doing?
Late today?
I'm not late. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yes.
Here, let me get that door for you, man. Jeez. Hello.
Hello. Have you given Ash his whiskey?
Thank you.
You're not tagged.
You giving this bottle there?
Before we go. I don't want you like vomiting all over the side of the boat, Ash.
What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Good.
Good day for diving.
That's fancy. Automatic. Yeah, it's gonna be a sweet day. Never a dull moment. We are here. We made it. Long dirt road. But we found the charter. And we're gonna be hiking down there after we gear up. My Beuchat Hero carbon today. I got this kind of a while ago, but couldn't figure out a GoPro mount, so I made this one out of tape and some zip ties. Look at this carbon gun. cuttlefish design, 75 centimeter. Right. That thing's gonna be awesome in the water. I can't wait to try it. We saw a dead whale on the shoreline. You gotta wonder the cause.
We'll get you started on the backside where it's nice and calm.
Away from that sea line.
Yeah, we'll get well away from the sea line. But don't be surprised if you get a flyby or two. They don't bug you, they're just curious.
It's time to dive. Nice little spot here. Some kelp to explore. There should be a lot of rock, possibly some lingcod, we were told. Just chilling up there, California. There was a lot of build-up for this trip. The time had finally arrived. I forgot my GoPro batteries, so Ashraf lent me his camera. He was using some funky manual settings that ended up distorting the footage. So if it looks heavily edited, that's because it is. This coastline was pounded by a storm the day prior, so that didn't do us any favors in terms of visibility. But you gotta roll with the punches in the Pacific Northwest. The daily limit for rockfish in this area is 3, but only one of which can be a chana or quillback. I was very tempted to shoot this chana, but I decided to look for a more abundant species. And there's that flyby the captain warned us about. It took a little while, but we found the fish we were after.
Don't worry, everything's okay.
Where are they?
I don't know, I gift you one and they put it down there.
First spot pretty good. Get a couple black rockfish there, one saw shot. And one of the biggest yellow-tail rockfish I've seen in shot. Must be a full size one. We're gonna hit another location and see what else this area has.
Nice big school right there. 40 feet, 48 feet.
Right below us. Oh yeah. You think those are rockfish?
Yeah.
The captain dropped us over some really cool structure. Big massive underwater valleys all over the place. Too bad the visibility wasn't better, as this footage doesn't do justice.
Well, maybe it's time I did it.
After I got my 3 rockfish and didn't see any lingcod lurking, I switched my camera around and started filming. Cabazon have amazing camouflage. I'm hyped I was able to film this guy. Malik takes sustainability to a whole new level and reuses all the plastic bags he gets in the store. Natasha taught me to reuse my vacuum sealed bags as well. It's those little things that we can do collectively that make a big difference. Current picked up there. We're gonna go check out another spot, see if we can find some good visibility too. It's around 3. There's like some Jurassic Park stuff right here. Unbelievable. We took our time getting to the 3rd spot and enjoyed the views and the much needed break. Unfortunately, the visibility never improved, but no big deal. We hit an offshore pinnacle, so I opted to try my luck at finding a lingcod. No lingcod, but I was really hoping to spot a wolf eel on this trip, and lo and behold. Another reason I prefer filming over spearfishing is because it's hard to capture good footage with a spear gun in the middle of the frame. I did my best, and I was still able to capture the eel at least, but in hindsight, I should have just been content with the fish I had already caught. I went to the surface, marked the spot, switched my camera around, but when I returned, the opportunity to film the eel had passed. Was I disappointed? Not one bit. I saw wolf eel, and how awesome is that? How's that, man?
Awesome.
It's nice fish. Beautiful. Beautiful, ugly fish.
Without doing it all.
It's nice rockfish there, Natasha.
Thank you. Oh, I'm quite pleased with this.
Yeah, it's a good one. Clayton and Ashraf both did a day trip to Bamfield from the mainland. The day was getting late, and it was time to head home. Thanks everyone for the trip. It was a great time with a great crew. So I bought a boat. My stepmom's father, so my step-grandfather. It was a little project boat for him, and I decided to buy it off him. He bought another one. So I couldn't beat the price. There's fancier ones out there, but this will get me around to the local islands and take it down the sound and stuff. Awesome. What do you think, Sarah? That's our boat. You want to go up? Is that our boat? Last time you were on this, you weren't even 1 year old. It's looking pretty good on you. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have so much fun on this. It's gonna cruise us all over the Gulf Islands.
Maybe not that far.
Gulf Islands? Not that far. Can rip up Dod Narrows and go south from there. Yeah, 40 horsepower, a bit of a dated engine, but plenty of power for this little guy. I've taken Riley and Tom out on this boat before. We dove off Gabriel Island. And I gotta say, quite efficiently. Little 2-stroke engine. Sweet. What do you think, Reevie? We're gonna go back to Sydney Spit. Oh yeah, I just wanted to do a little quick review on this gun. I'll be honest, it is perfect. I'm very, very happy with it. I really like that Pathos sniper that I was using before, but this guy takes the cake. That cuttlefish design allows this gun to track very nicely horizontally as well as vertically in the water. As many know, I use the GoPro to film myself spearfishing, but in the water I'll switch my GoPro around and I'll use this to film. Tracking this gun through the water, using this as a selfie stick, it's like moving a pin. There's very little resistance, even with a lot of current. I can get nice steady footage. If I'm doing hole hunting, I can load to this first notch with 2 bands and I still get a decent amount of powder. What I was doing yesterday when I was out, I'd load 1 band to the first notch, 1 band to the second to last notch, and that was perfect. Good distance, good power, but I didn't feel like it was overpowered. I could also load two right to this last tab if I did want some range, and that would have been perfect as well. But yeah, awesome gun. It's a bit expensive. I believe in store it's $550 or something, 500 plus tax, somewhere in that range. I'll leave a link to it in the description. If you're looking for a really sweet carbon gun, something more fancy than a typical pipe gun, then yeah, this would be the one for sure. Beautiful day here in Nanaimo. Gonna head down to Nanaimo River. My wife and kiddos are all having a nap, so I figured I'd sneak out. I'm just gonna dive around here, look for some sunglasses, some lost objects, see what I can find, and yeah, get some exercise at the same time. I'm gonna gear up and do this one solo today. Last time I was here was on Sayla's first birthday over a year ago. It's crazy how time flies. Somebody lost their speaker. I wonder what the story behind this is. People go bungee jumping here, so I figured I might find something interesting. But I only found a dime. This fish was curious, and I was curious as to what happened to this fish. Freshwater isn't my forte, so can someone ID for me, please, and thank you. And that's pretty much it. Another great time with friends and family. If you liked the video, give her a thumbs up, not because I'm fishing for compliments, but because it helps my channel grow. Thanks everyone, peace and love.